Hello. Welcome to my very sad PowerPoint about Pride and Prejudice. I've worked on this very, very long time. And all I ask is that you provide some of your mercy on a poor, helpless little girl who doesn't know how to do her English. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Pride and Prejudice. The author is Jane Austen. The genre of this very good book is romantic literary fiction. I'm Rachel Terry, and I hope you enjoy. Now we get to know Jane Austen. Jane Austen was born December 16th, 1775 in Steventon, United Kingdom. She lived to be 42. She died on July 18th, 1817 in Winchester, United Kingdom. The author was an English novelist, most well known for her 6 major novels, which express her criticism and thoughts upon the British landed gentry at the end of the 18th century. The plots of her works often explore the dependence of women on having to be married off depending on their social standing and economic security. Austen's other works include Emma, Persuasion, Sense and Sensibility, Mansfield Park, The Beautiful Cassandra, Love and Friendship, Leslie Castle, as well as many other unfinished novels. Setting of the novel. The author does not really focus on the setting of the novel a lot, but she does make up a series of imaginary places, including Longbourn, Netherfield Park, Lucas Lodge, the village of Meryton, where the militia regiment is quartered for quite some time. Longbourn is the most important area because Elizabeth Bennet is the protagonist of our story, and she lives here with her family. Elizabeth Bennet, the main character. Elizabeth Bennet is the protagonist in the novel. She's often called Eliza or Lizzie by her friends and family, mostly her father. She's the second child of a family of 4 sisters, including Jane, Mary, Catherine, Kitty, and Lydia. Her mother, the time and environment, often push her to seek a marriage of wealth and convenience. However, Eliza wants to fall in love and marry a man because they are head over heels for each other. She is very intelligent and quick-witted. She has wonderful conversing skills, which could be the reason why she is so intelligent. The conflict. One of the main conflicts is character versus character. This is shown in Elizabeth's bad views of Mr. Darcy. Also in how Mr. Bingley's sister treats the Bennet family, particularly Jane. The main focus is on the love story between Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. Elizabeth is poverty-stricken, while Mr. Darcy is very proud and very rich, which is what her mother and society wants, but she doesn't want that, you know. Side details. Here we go. It tells of love and life during the Georgian era, a period of British history spanning the reigns of the first 4 Hanoverian kings of Britain, all of whom were named George. Mr. Bennet is an English man that lives in the Hertfordshire with his forcefully persuasive wife. 5 Bennet daughters all have very vibrant, different personalities. There's even another movie called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. If you're into that kind of stuff, go right ahead and watch it. Here's a picture of the movie. If you want to watch that, be my guest. Mood. First mood I found is funny. Here's some quotes to prove. He's a gentleman, and I am a gentleman's daughter. So far we are equal. A girl likes to be crossed a little in love now and then. It is something to think of. One cannot be always laughing at a man without now and then stumbling upon something witty. Pay attention to this meme, which I can't read right now because it's kind of small, but I'll find it for you guys later. Just ask me about it. The second mood I found is romantic. From the very beginning, from the first moment, I may almost say, of my acquaintance with you, your manners impressing me with the fullest belief of your arrogance, your conceit, and your selfish disdain of the feelings of others, were such as to form the groundwork of disapprobation on which succeeding events have built so immovable a dislike, and I had not known you a month before I felt you were the last man in the world whom I be prevailed on marrying. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. There should be another picture coming up very soon, guys. There it is. Enjoy that. Here's the theme, boys. The theme I found in this novel is love is very important in marriage, and without it, bad things will happen and not be a smooth love. It will be rocky and hard to keep together. Jane Austen is telling the reader, without love, things will be terrible. In a passage on page 349, Mr. Darcy is expressing his love for Elizabeth right after his second proposal. I have been a selfish being all my life, in practice, though not in principle. As a child, I was taught what was right, but I was not taught to correct my temper. I was given good principles, but left to follow them in pride and conceit. Unfortunately, an only son, and for many years an only child. I was spoilt by my parents who, though good themselves, my father particularly, although was benevolent and admirable, allowed, encouraged, almost taught me to be selfish and overbearing, to care for none beyond my own family circle, to think meanly of all the rest of the world, to wish at least to think meanly of their sense and worth compared my own. Such I was from 8 to 28, and such I might still have been but for you, dearest, loveliest Elizabeth. What do I not owe you? You taught me a lesson, hard indeed at first, but most advantageous. By you I am properly humbled. I came to you without a doubt of my reception. You shewed me how insufficient were all my pretensions to please a woman worthy of being pleased. Why I liked it. The book is so marvelous and so focused toward teenage girls, in which it will help them to grow and learn from the adventures they go through in life. The love between Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy can be shown as an example for others to strive and become like, or try to be more like. The novel content is easy to read, except for the words, which take a little bit of getting used to. What I remember mostly in the book is Mr. Darcy's second proposal. When Elizabeth turned him down the first time, he just became so determined to get her, and he never gave up. I think of this part because not many people would fight for this, due to the many things like how we've been raised, our surroundings, even our role models. Others need to read this book and realize what they are doing wrong in their relationships. Passage from the novel. It taught me to hope, said he, as I had scarcely ever allowed myself to hope before. What did you say of me that I did not deserve? For though your accusations were ill-founded, formed on mistaken premises, my behavior to you at the time had merited the severest reproof. It was unpardonable. Now, I cannot think of it without abhorrence. Page 347. I would recommend this book to teenage girls around the ages of 14 to 16. This will help them to understand more about what love, something they so deeply need to understand, was before. Jane Austen wrote Pride and Prejudice specifically for the importance of love in everyday life. No teenage male would particularly read this, but some may surprise us and actually end up enjoying it. So I recommend you go out and read it. You won't regret it. Ew. Hey, hope you enjoyed this. I threw in a meme here for you to enjoy. Bye. Hey, so now that you have finished my wonderful PowerPoint, I really hope you enjoyed and wish to watch it again if you want. You probably won't. But just in case you might, Mary approves. Have a lovely day, everyone, in First Block.
He's purring. Oh, so cute.
Goodbye.